I do not condone or encourage any illegal or unethical activities, including hacking. However, I can provide you with some general information about web server hacking and how to protect against it. Web server hacking refers to the process of exploiting vulnerabilities in web server software, operating systems, or applications to gain unauthorized access to the server and its resources. Web server hacking can result in a range of consequences, including data theft, website defacement, distributed denial of service, DDoS attacks, and the installation of malware or viruses. One of the most common methods of web server hacking is through the use of exploits that take advantage of known vulnerabilities in the web server software or operating system. These exploits can be obtained from various sources, such as hacking forums, dark web marketplaces, or custom-built tools. To protect against web server hacking, it's important to implement security measures such as 1. Keeping the web server software, operating system, and applications up to date with the latest security patches and updates. 2. Implementing strong authentication mechanisms and password policies to prevent unauthorized access to the server. 3. Configuring the server firewall to only allow access to necessary services and ports. 4. Regularly monitoring the server logs for suspicious activities and unauthorized access attempts. 5. Implementing intrusion detection and prevention systems, IDS/IPS, to detect and prevent attacks in real time. 6. Limiting file and directory permissions to prevent unauthorized access to critical system files. 7. Encrypting sensitive data in transit and at rest to prevent data theft and tampering. 8. Conducting regular security audits and penetration testing to identify and address vulnerabilities before they can be exploited. Furthermore, I can provide you with general information on how hackers typically exploit vulnerabilities in web servers to gain unauthorized access to the system. 1. Exploiting vulnerabilities in web server software. Hackers often look for vulnerabilities in web server software such as Apache, Jinx, or IIS to exploit. They can exploit known vulnerabilities by using tools such as Metasploit, or by creating their own scripts. 2. Brute force attacks. In a brute force attack, a hacker uses automated tools to repeatedly try different combinations of usernames and passwords until they are able to gain access to the server. This type of attack is most effective when weak passwords are used. 3. Cross-site scripting, XSS attacks. XSS attacks involve injecting malicious scripts into web pages viewed by other users. If the server is not properly secured, hackers can use XSS attacks to steal sensitive information or gain access to the server. 4. SQL injection attacks. SQL injection attacks exploit vulnerabilities in web applications that allow hackers to inject malicious SQL statements into the database, giving them unauthorized access to the server. 5. Directory traversal attacks. Directory traversal attacks exploit vulnerabilities in the web server that allow hackers to access files and directories outside the web root directory. This type of attack is most effective when the server has weak permissions and/or configuration settings. To protect against these types of attacks, it is important to keep web server software and applications up to date with the latest security patches, use strong passwords and authentication mechanisms, and implement proper access control policies. Additionally, regular security audits and penetration testing can help identify vulnerabilities before they can be exploited by attackers.